Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fudail Umar Watam, and today I'm gonna do one of my projects, which is called shadowing video. So basically, I'm gonna imitate a speech of a famous person. So without further ado, let's get started. We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained and new rights to be won, and they must be won and used for the progress of all people. For space science, like nuclear science and all technology, has no conscience of its own. Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man. And only if the United States occupies a position of preeminence can we decide whether this new ocean will be a sea of peace or a new terrifying theater of war. I do not say that we should or will go unprotected against the hostile misuse of space, any more than we go unprotected against the hostile use of land or sea. But I do say that space can be explored and mastered without feeding the fires of war, without repeating the mistakes that man has made in extending his reach around this globe of ours. There is no prejudice, no national conflict in outer space as yet. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago fly Atlantic? Why does rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. It is for these reasons that I got the decision last year to shift our efforts in space from low to high gear as among the most important decisions that will be made during my incumbency in the office of the presidency. In the last 24 hours, we have seen facilities now being created for the greatest and most complex exploration in man's history. We have felt the ground shake and the air shattered by the testing of the Saturn C1 booster rocket, many times as powerful as the Atlas, which launched John Glenn, generating powers equivalent to 10,000 automobiles with their accelerators on the floor. We have seen the site for F1 rocket engines, each one as powerful as all 8 engines of the Saturn combined, will be clustered together to make the advanced Saturn missile. Assembled in a new building to be built at Cape Canaveral, as tall as a 48-story structure, as wide as a city block, and as long as 2 lengths of this field. Within these last 19 months, at least 45 satellites have circled the Earth. Some 40 of them were made in the United States of America, and they were far more sophisticated and supplied far more knowledge to the world than those of the American spacecraft. The Mariner spacecraft, now on its way to Venus, is the most intricate instrument in the history of space science. The accuracy of that shot is comparable to firing a missile from Cape Canaveral and dropping it in the stadium between the 40-yard lines. Transit satellites are helping our ships at sea to steer a safer course. Tyrus satellites have given us unprecedented warnings of hurricanes and storms,
and will do the same.
and will do the same for forest fires and icebergs.
We have had our failures.
We have had our failures, but so have others, even if they do not admit them, or they may be less
To be
public.
sure,
To be sure, we are behind, and will be behind for some time in manned flight.
manned flight.
But we do not intend to stay behind, and in this decade we shall make up and move ahead. The growth of our science and education will be enriched by new knowledge of our universe and environment, by new techniques of learning and mapping and observation, by new tools and computers for industry, medicine, the home, as well as school. Technical institutions such as RISE
will reap the
will reap the harvest of these gates.
And finally, the
space effort itself, while still in its infancy, has already created a great number of new companies, tens of thousands of new jobs. Space and related industries are generating new demands and investment and skilled personnel.
And this city,
And this city, and this state, and this region will share greatly in this growth. What was once the furthest outpost on the old frontier of the West will be the furthest outpost on the new frontier of science and space. Houston, your city of Houston, with its manned spacecraft center, will become the heart of a large scientific and engineering community. During the next 5 years, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration expects to double the number of scientists and engineers in this area,
to increase its
outlays and for salaries and expenses to $60 million a year,
to invest some
$200 million in plant and laboratory facilities,
and to
direct or contract for new space efforts over $1 billion from this center in this city.
To be
sure, all this costs us all a good deal of money. This year's space budget is 3 times than what it was in January 1961. And it is greater than the space budget of the previous 8 years combined.
That budget
now stands at $5.4 billion a year.
a
A staggering sum,
though somewhat less than we pay for cigarettes
though somewhat less than what we pay for cigarettes and cigars every year. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and time. See you again on the next project. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.